Hi, and welcome back to Koala's Creepin. I am Koala. So, this is the second episode of my shamanic toolbox. And during this series, I will talk about my different tools in my toolbox, starting with the physical ones, and then move on to my more spiritual tools, like healing tools and whatnot. I will cover some of that during showing my physical tools because I use them, of course, for my more spiritual shamanic practice, like today's topic of my drums. And I have 3 drums that I'm going to show you today and talk a little bit about each of them. And I will talk about them in the order of when I got them. So, to be fair, I don't really remember like the years I got them. I do remember some details around each purchase, but not necessarily how long I've had each drum. But I'm gonna start with the one that I have had the longest. So this is the lovely drum that I have had the longest. It's made out of deer skin, and it's got a little bit of a small damage here, but it's been fixed from the back side. You can see a little patch there, and that was not a wonderful moment in my life. I can tell you that. So this is my warrior drum. This drum has a very strong female, or feminine is the word, not female, feminine energy, like a real Valkyrie, and yeah, strong feminine energy. That is my war drum. So this is not for like light healing, or it can be for drum healing, but and drum journeying. I have used her for that. We have done that together. To me, each drum has their own spirit, and I invoke that spirit when I get the drum, when I first get the drum. And so this drum, the only thing I knew when I got this was that I wanted like an oval shape. That I didn't want a round shape for my first drum. I didn't know I was gonna get more drums, right? Um, but so I actually got connected with a woman that told me that she had an oval frame that she had made and prepared, but didn't know what to do with. And she asked me what kind of hide I wanted, and I said I would love. I was like, "What are the options?" And she said she had some deer hide left over from something else, and then she had some other. And I was like, "Yeah, the deer hide, please." And so this is like the natural uh, pattern of the deer hide. It has not been painted at all, and in different lights and in different situation, and with the fire behind it, like dances. So this it's like yeah, it the pattern dances over the fire and in different kind of light. So it's a really wonderful uh it's got a really wonderful spirit and personality. So I don't know if the sound will make it through, and it will probably be quite high because this is not an indoor drum, and it has been resting for quite a while uh, in a suitcase, unfortunately. So she's doing fine, but she's a bit dry at the moment. Not as dry as she can be, but a bit dry. So the sound won't be completely where I want it to be, but I will just make a few pats on it and see if you can get a sense of it. Mostly to compare to the other two. And I blow on it to greet it. And this is actually the first drumstick I ever bought, I ever purchased. I wanted it. It's custom made, and the feathers are a bit old and need to be replaced, and one just fell off. So, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said sorry to my drumstick. No, you can't really hear it. It's a bit. The hide is a bit. What do I say? Stiff. Maybe it's a bit stiff because it's been resting for a while, so it needs to be a bit more moist. And then I'm gonna go get my drum number 2. So this is the second drum I purchased, and it has seen some better days. It's a bit cracked here, but I'm gonna stop it from reaching over here, I think. And otherwise, he's doing okay. He's also been resting for a while. And this drum has a very strong masculine energy. It's my healing drum, and he's singing already. He wants to come out and play. I'm not sure you will be able to hear his voice now, but I can't talk too close to him because he's singing with my voice is like playing uh, over the hide. So this was the drum, my second drum. Oh, he makes me so happy. He's got lovely energies. And I cried when I unpacked this drum. Oh, this is a drum. I just saw it on a post. I don't remember what social media it was. And I was like, mine. That's mine. No one else's. And it was like one of those, you don't even think about it. You just, I don't care. It's expensive. I need it. And when I got him, I just cried. I cried. And we have cats at the moment, and our female cat, she went straight up to him and just purred and like this. And I was like, yeah, I know, I feel the same. So this is my healing drum. So this is the drum I most usually use for healing sessions in real life, live. So and he is painted, so he's a bit blue, and when I'm outside, he's green and blue, I think. And the hide will like play in. So and he's a bit aged, but he's okay, I think. He's also a bit dry, and the hide is probably a bit tight at the moment. And the thing is, you don't really do anything to take care of them except for keeping them in a good environment, so not too dry and not too moist, etc. So they have been doing fairly well over the past year when they've been tucked away. Yeah, I'm gonna put them up on the walls like this one I have behind me. So yeah, let's see if you can hear him. No, the sound is a bit high, and this is the stick I got together with this. But I do prefer these that are like wool. Hear the difference? Really different. So it depends on the situation. But I mostly prefer this one to get a bit more darker voice from the drum, and depending on what I'm gonna use it for and how it talks to me, I can use my fingers as well. So yeah, that's my second drum. And as you could see, neither of my first two drums are completely round. So, and I forgot to mention that the second drum, the blue one, my healing drum, he is made out of goat's hide. So those two are my natural drums, so to speak. And something I noticed when I got this drum, my third drum, that is really, really painted and synthetic, okay, is that it doesn't matter if it's synthetic or if it is like real hide. This drum has a really strong personality, and he has a spirit as well. And he's my guiding drum. So this is so I got a warrior drum, a healing drum, and this is my guiding drum. So this drum is really nice at guiding, helping me guide through journeys, and it's an indoor drum. So and it's also an all-weather drum. So he can sustain. He can. I can use him in wet weather, cold weather, hot weather, dry weather, whatever. But the other drums I have to be more careful about, like if it's very moist outside, I need to have a fire, and if I have a fire when it's not moist, I need to have some water, and I need to, take really good care of the other drums, and this one is kind of self-sustaining. Just need to like get rid of some dust from time to time when he's been hanging on the wall for quite some time. Like now, I did take him down not that long ago, but yeah. So and this is the only drum, or not the only drum, but this is the best drum to lend to people if I have like a drumming course or a ceremony, and there's someone that don't have their own drum. This is the first drum to be lend or to be borrowed. He likes to have different people drumming on him, and he really gets them going. It's like, drumming is a really special experience because you don't, I don't drum, we drum, and we guide and we journey, and it's me coming together with the spirit of the drum, and it you can I can you can feel it when you drum, like you're not in charge. You greet the drum, and you can do some guiding, but if you listen to the drum and let the drum guide you, oh, the magic, oh, the medicine, it's so amazing. It's really, uh, it's really something special. So I really do recommend getting a drum. And as you've seen, I haven't made any of my own drums. I have made my own rattles, and I will talk about that next time. But I haven't made my own drum. Maybe not yet, I don't know. But I don't really care about, uh, like, I don't feel like I need to make my own stuff. It's not something that I feel like I need to do. If there are people out there whose medicine is to make good drums and make good rattles and make good tools, and I can feel the magic and the medicine of that tool shining through, and those people have been a clear channel for the medicine to come through, and then I love that, and I prefer that. um I probably will make my own drum sometime, but these three will always be in my heart, and I will always use them. And I even said to my partner that I want to be buried with them. So yeah, and so before I end this, well, okay, so this one I got at the fair. So I was going through the fair, like it's like a spiritual fair, and these eyes just kept following me around. So I went there once to try him, uh, and I was like, okay, and I tried some different sticks. I need to fix this, or be. I'm not that good at handling wool like this, so I need to have someone fix this for me. So, and then at the end of the fair, I was like, I can't really afford him, but I'm just gonna pull every resource I can find, move money around, and I'm gonna get him. So I left the fair with this drum, and I haven't regretted it a single moment. So before I end this video, you're gonna hear him. Hopefully, I don't know if the sound comes through because this phone is a bit. It's not like my other phone that I had for this one. Yeah, he's like, you forgot to greet me. I really, really enjoy this. And this is an indoor drum as well. So yeah. And he's gonna hang up here. That's where he lives, that's his place. So before I end this video completely for this time, I was gonna mention something. What was I gonna mention? No, I forgot. Something about drums in general. So I'll probably make since this is a this is a video about my shamanic tools and my drums. I'm gonna uh, I'm gonna save that information for another video, and we'll talk a bit more about that at another time. So now you have met my my three drums, my three companions along my shamanic journey: my warrior drum, my healing drum, and my guiding drum. So please let me know in the comments if you have any drums, if you want any drums, if you would prefer to make your own drum, or if you, just as me, feel that it's because I feel like I would love to make my own drum, just like I did my own rattle. But uh, I love the medicine and magic of other people, and I love how that can complement my medicine. And that's what I feel like these drums are doing. So I can put a link in the description box for where I got that drum. Of course, it's in Sweden, so if you are from outside of Sweden, I don't know if they ship. Because I had one of my drums, the blue one, I think, is from Denmark, and the other one, my first drum, is from the northern of Sweden. And she got here in less than 1 day. Yeah, they really. I just love them. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think, and answer those questions if you have one, if you would like one, if you would like to make one, or if you would prefer to just have one land in your lap like mine. For drums are expensive. No matter if you make your own, which is a bit more expensive, or if you buy one, they do cost money. Uh, like I would say the cheapest drums that are like synthetic with and maybe a bit smaller than mine and a bit and not painted, and just from like a drum company is like 1,000 crowns. And then you have to think about the porto, frakt. What's that? Shipping in Sweden, yeah, the shipping cost as well. So yeah, that's it for today. I will see you next time when I will talk about my rattles and where they came from and how they got into my life and what I used them for. So have a lovely time. Until then, I will see you next time. Walk in beauty. Walk in beauty with the harmony of sound. And shingling.